Good morning and welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today we are going to talk about the Monarch. Now, I'm not talking about just any Monarch. I'm talking about the one Monarch. The absolute end-all, be-all Queen Bee. And that is Marchesa. Queen Marchesa. Now, what I did with this deck is I did it a little different because I thought that Marchesa, as awesome as she is, there's a lot of stuff you can do with her. Red, white, black has proven to be broken in the past. But what I wanted to do is I think she is queen of her own realm. And I think that she would be more focused on ruling her world than anything else. So what I did was I only used 2 sets for her. And I think it actually didn't turn out that bad. I used Conspiracy and Conspiracy Take the Crown. So that is an extremely small card pool. Thank God she has 3 colors. But here goes. Now, I have not, I don't have this in any particular order. Now, keep in mind that there are no basic lands in either Conspiracy set. So I had to use normal basic lands. So everything beyond the basic lands is from Conspiracy. And it's just, I just wanted to see if it could be done. Now, yes, technically it can be done. Here again, I have not played this deck. But there's there's a little bit of mana fixing. A little bit, not a lot. But there's actually some strong cards in the 2 Conspiracies. I've had this actually on the shelf for quite a while. I meant to do this a little closer to time, but this is I guess you would call it a Conspiracy special. Now, because of those 3 colors, we have a lot of voting cards. We have a lot of Will the Council. Have a lot of stuff that votes or has to do with the Monarch. Now, that Monarch token with this deck should just about stay mine. I mean, I should have the dragon that just gives me more dragons. It's, if you really stop and think about what is actually in the Conspiracy sets, it is some pretty good stuff. You've got the goad mechanic, which is not amazing, but it keeps it from attacking you. Tutors in there, of course. You know, standard removal like Disenchant and Deathwind. I felt like I had to use anything with Marchesa's name in it that was, because the Marchesa in the first set I already have built, and it had blue in it, and so there was a few Marchesa cards that I actually couldn't run. But she is a very political, very, very votey. I mean, I was really surprised at the amount. I love Grinzo's rebuttal. I love the fact that everybody just destroy something on their left. I mean, it's better than random. We'll actually see how this does tomorrow when I go to my local play group and play. I don't know. There tends to be a whole lot of board wiping going on. Because, let's face it, creatures have been getting better throughout the years, which, as well they should have, because creatures didn't start off that good. But Hollow Burial, I mean, it's got board wipes. The whole voting mechanic, I mean, there's a lot here. There's a whole lot here that actually, I mean, the Planeswalker Killer. There's a lot of, I like besmirch. I like it. It's just a fun word to say, besmirch. Ghostly Prison. Custody Squire. Like that Chorus of Pearl. As I said, all Conspiracy cards. 2 sets is about as small as I've ever done. However, the way that they built those particular sets, the way that they built them, they're easy to do that with because, I mean, let's face it, This is a set made for draft. Made exclusively to draft and to build decks out of. So I don't really classify this as a deck building challenge because it was a little on the easy side. But I like the fact that you can, if you want to, build a deck completely. And I'm sure there are others. There are other decks that can be made. But I just wanted to use the biggest misprint token ever. Y'all may not have noticed this, but this was one of the gags of 2016 in Magic. I say a gag. They didn't know about it. Yes, that's missing a word. If you're like most people, you read it and you read the words you think should be there, but there's a word missing. It actually says, at the beginning your end step, not at the beginning of. Now, there's nothing special about it. Every single one of them was done this way. They didn't want to fix it halfway through when they found it, and because then you've got a situation of making things rarer than what they should be, and you've got a collectible Monarch token at that point. So, pull out your Monarch tokens. It's missing the word of. It's I. But, as far as misprint tokens go, it's a good one. But that's Marchesa. As I said, not much of a explanation on her other than I used the 3 colors she was, and I used all out of 2 sets from Conspiracy. I really like the limitations of. I think I may start with building like block EDH decks. Some of the because we've got now Lorwyn. Lorwyn's probably the best one because Lorwyn's got 4 sets as to where most of the rest have 3. Nowadays they only have 2. But, and I guess the old sets, before it went to the block format, there were 6 sets. Arabian Nights, Antiquities, Legends. I guess you could call that the money block. And then the Fallen Empires, Dark, and Homelands, you could call that the suck-ass block, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I've got for today. Appreciate y'all watching, and let me know what you think. But it is time to shuffle and cut.